What up, Laker family? Let's freaking go. Oh my goodness. Listen, the Lakers destroy the San Diego Flippers, all right? 122-97. No Anthony Davis, no Max Christie. No problem. Guys, this team is proving to be a true, legitimate contender. I still feel like we get that big man, it's going to elevate us. But come on now. Now, people try to tell me the Clippers were a great team. I didn't see it tonight. But you know what I did see? I seen a motivated Laker team that has been playing like this all week without Anthony Davis. We smoked the Wizards. We smoked the Knicks. We smoked the Clippers now. And Luka was having a great time. I'm telling y'all, man, we are here, ladies and gentlemen. This was a beautiful game from beginning to end. This Laker team here can compete with anybody, all right? And I love how everybody was trying to write us off and say for the now we weren't going to be good in this, and that. Guys, I hope that they can open their eyeballs. I hope that they can open their eyeballs and realize that you shouldn't make premature accusations about our team before even looking at it. We've been playing good basketball without AD. Adding Vandal back to the lineup, hopefully he's good because he looked like he got a stinger. But adding him back to the lineup has made the world of difference. We held the Clippers in our house, because really it's our house, to 97 points, finishing this road trip 5-1, which was exactly my target. I said if the Lakers can go 5-1, we're going to keep leaping in the Western Conference. And boy, 122-97, we knew Inglewood was our home, but tonight we put the stamp on that shit. Rui Hachimura, 20 points, 6 rebounds. Looks like he don't want to get traded, chat. I tell you, off the bench, he could be an absolute monster. 26 points, 9 assists, 3 steals, 8 rebounds for LeBron, King James. And by the way, he looked more rejuvenated than ever tonight. Having Luke on that sideline, he was putting on a show. He had these no-look dimes. He was doing some spectacular things. LeBron James is him, y'all. LeBron James is him, and he's showing people that we're not done. Shout out to my brother Diehard, who's with me over there on Playback as a guest today. It was absolutely fun, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you guys are coming in right now, and follow as well on Playback, because we're going to have a lot of fun this season, man. If that is an indication of what is to come, chat, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all better get ready, because this team is serious. And by the way, my source is telling me we are still trying hard to get a big man or two right now in the market, right? Now, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, what big man it is. We don't know, because Rob Pelinka operates from the shadows. All right, we call him Shadow Rob out here, man. But he's an absolute don. And I'm telling y'all, man, people try to write us off after this trade. I told y'all, hold your horses, because if we keep playing inspired basketball, we can go far. All right, we're still that big man away, but the small ball is working because we actually have the personnel. And again, I want to say one thing real quick. Shout out to that JJ Redick, okay? Shout out to that JJ Redick. He is maximizing every single role player on this team tonight. And again, that's like what, 3 whoop asses in a row? We're on a 3-game winning streak. The team, for the first time in years, improves to 10 games over 500 from a rookie head coach. We are now 5-1 on the road, and we are officially 13-13 away, while we're 28-19 at home, or should I say 29-19, because this is a home game, really. This team, y'all, this team right here, it's got something special. And it wasn't just Rui and LeBron. Everybody chipped in. We'll get into the defense right now, but how about that offense? Austin Reeves, 20 points, 9 assists, getting love from the TNT crew with 6 rebounds. He has arrived. I don't want to trade my guy. I'm sorry. I know we need a big man, but I don't want to trade my guy. My guy is a playmaker extraordinaire, bucket getter. He comes out here. He lays his heart on the line every single night. Every single freaking night he does this. CJ says, we are contenders. Just need a big man trade and an additional point of attack defender. I don't even think we need another point of attack defender. I'll settle for the big man right now. But of course, we can use another one. But what Vando and DFS is doing, remember I told you guys when the trade went through, I would start DFS at the shooting guard. Looks like JJ heard my video, man, because he started him just there. And, you know, as much as I love Max Christie, we didn't miss a beat tonight. Now, I said this after we whooped the Knicks and after whooping the Wizards. The ball movement just seems to flow better without AD. Obviously, because since he's a superstar, he needs his touches, and we got to slow down for him. But LeBron, with the touch passes, with the accuracy, the pinpoint, he showed out tonight. Luka was in attendance. That's one of his favorite players, if not his favorite. And he showed all the way out for Luka, and it is showing us what we can become. That's right, Amir. Let's freaking go, Amir. That's what I'm talking about, bro. This team is here. It's arriving. And we're barely scratching the surface of what we can become. Imagine we just whooped the Clippers in their own house, which is really our house in Inglewood, without Luka and without a formidable big man. Think about that. Just let that sink in. Let that sink in for a bit. And we got a mega chat.
Look at the stars. All the people that have super chatted have contributed to the success of this channel.
Really?
Yes. And what's best, we will reach the moon one day if they continue such contributions. Your super chats are always appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dolsky, my guy. He said, Dan, my man, they need to use all the toilets after tonight. What a win. What a coach. What a team. 5-1 Grammy trip. That's what I'm talking about, my brother. And again, thank you so much for the super chat. It means the world. Not only do we need to use all their toilets, but I hope we don't flush, okay? We need to take a massive foot long and don't flush because they don't even deserve our respect. First of all, they took down our building, all right, which was the Forum, which was nothing but historic. And they try to put their crappy arena. Did you guys notice something? All those fans that were out there were paid actors. None of them look real. And on top of that, they still couldn't fill out the arena. Still. And when Bronny came in, it sounded like a pro-Laker crowd to me. I don't know about y'all, but it sounded pro-Laker crowd to me. So, again, I'm over the moon. But I'm not going to say I'm surprised because the Lakers been playing good basketball without AD for about the last week. So I think this team is motivated. They came out here with the right mindset, with a sense of urgency. From the beginning, I tweeted, man, I like the twinkle in the Lakers' eye. From the minute they came out here, man, it's beautiful to watch. Tyrone, Dan, you need to fix the title. It's Flippers, not Clippers. You're right, brother. I will fix that post just for you, Tyrone. I will fix that right after the game. Thank you for correcting that. You know, sometimes I don't be thinking, man. I just be posting, bro. I just be posting because I wanted to go on here live and celebrate with y'all. But I'm glad that you corrected me, bro. It's definitely a typo. It's Flippers. Michael, thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate it. Laker family, guys, we are celebrating this victory. This is a monumental moment because Luka was there and he witnessed greatness. And I think this win is going to help him big time to get over his former team. And shout out to all the Mavericks fans that are coming over, being classy, showing respect to the franchise. That's what it's all about, man. And you know, as long as you guys do that, you guys are welcome to come here and become a part of the family, okay? Because we will treat our superstars right. So I do want to give a shout out to them real quick, man. Major shout out to them. Well, all in all, thank you so much, Michael, as well, man, for the super chat. Man, it's fun. This is what Laker basketball is all about. And again, I feel we are just scratching the surface. This is only the beginning, chat. This is only the beginning. Hey, Striker with another mega chat. Thank you so much.
Eternally grateful I am. You have contributed with this super chat to a great cause. You have brought balance to the force. Thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Striker. Thank you so much. She said, oh my God, the perfect day. We are back, baby. Yes, we are. And we're here to stay, by the way, because this is why you make a trade like this. Listen, we didn't deplete the roster. We kept most of our main assets. Max Christie was sensational today, but out of the three pieces that we could have potentially included in that package, Dalton, Austin, Rui, or Christie, I think outside of Christie, I think that was the right decision. Because the only other option I would have included potentially over Christie would have been Rui, but as you guys can see, I've been defending Rui because I feel like off the bench he could be sensational. He started tonight. He was special. He was bullying folks out there. Rui seems to be buying more defensively since Vando came back, so he must be hanging out with DFS and Vando, and it's probably rubbing off. It might be the best thing to happen in his career. But my friend, thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you so much. Listen, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. Clipper fans, get used to it. We never stopped owning the city. We took a break. Let y'all win a couple of regular season games, but don't get it twisted. We are here to regulate you guys, and we are here to take back what was never taken from us, really. But you guys tried. You guys tried desperately, and I'll say this team right here, this Laker team, right? The only thing we got to improve on, again, is the same thing when we had AD, and that is rebounding due to, our lack of size. We give up some offensive rebounds. We gave up 10 offensive rebounds today, but the effort was there. Vando, when you plug him in, the effort spikes up. We actually ended up beating this team 50-36 on the rebounding department, okay? The three-point shot was beautiful tonight. 48%, 18 out of 37. We held them to 29%. Vando and DFS have been clamping up everybody. We did it to Carl Towns. We did it to the big man today, Zubats, who, by the way, when AD was there, he dropped a 20-point double-double, 15 points, 20 rebounds, or should I say 20 points, 15 rebounds? Well, not tonight. The way that JJ Redick is blitzing with his defenses is working wonders right now. And hopefully we keep that up. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we keep that up because you know what? We're going to need a lot of this defense when we plug in Luka because we know Luka and Austin Reeves aren't the best defenders. And LeBron, when he tries, it's different. But we need to save him and preserve him as well. I like the lineup. What do you guys think of the starting lineup? Because I'm thinking this. I'm thinking I like the lineup with the subtraction of Rui, send him to the bench, and start Vando when he gets healthy, of course. That's what I'm thinking because you know what? This team, especially if we can plug in somebody, a placeholder. Let's just use Jackson Hayes as a placeholder for now. But if we can plug in somebody else that's better than Jackson Hayes, let's say Claxton or Dayron Sharp or somebody like that who can hold their own, who's athletic, catches lobs and all that, this team has the potential to take off to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody in the league right now is scared after watching us blow out the Clippers. People actually consider this a good team. They're 28-22. They're 6 games over 500. But welcome to our world. This is our city. We're 29-19, guys. 29-19 on the season, and we're going to keep getting better. Now, we took hella care of the basketball tonight, right? We only had 10 turnovers in this game. You guys know that's always key for me. Said it pregame. When we take care of the basketball, come out of the gate soon, which we did. I said LeBron continue to have a masterclass, which he did. All right. LeBron is showing Luka that, hey, we can co-host this thing. We can both be Batmans, Luka. There's no Robins here, man. I think Laker fans are going to love that because we don't care about the credit. We don't care about the stats. We care about the wins. But this was the funnest Laker game I have seen all year, man. And it felt good because it was the stinkers that we beat. You know what I'm saying? It was belt to ass, physically, metaphorically, and physically. And it's only the beginning. Again, hopefully, everybody's settling in and getting comfortable because there's going to be a lot of this moving forward, right? LA Mamba says, F the zippers, let's go. Guys, I laughed and I scoffed at the mainstream media when they said the Clippers are for real. They say this every year, and then around March, April, they start falling apart right before the playoffs. But I want to commend our defense because defense wins championships. And I want to show you just how impressive our defensive wings have been. I think the Lakers figured something out. This is probably also why they traded AD, because they figured we can, find a way to replenish with energy, with, scrambling, blitzing, sending double teams quickly, but recovering because we have a lot of speed and athleticism when DFS and a lot of length out there with DFS and Vando. When those guys are out there, guys, it is insane. Listen, we held Kawhi Leonard to 11 points on 4 for 11 shooting. 4 for 11 shooting. 2 for 12. James Harden, 7 points. Norman Powell, 7 for 15. He had the better game, but still 20 points. Impressive. Nobody there really dominated. We held them, and we were efficient on the other end. That is our defensive wings. Those guys are what is diehard name them? Wing stop. Okay, those wings right there, they're gonna put the stop. And I've said it when we first acquired Vando. I said he's a top 5 wing in this league right now. Well, guess what? Can you name me a better defensive wing in the NBA right now? You can't say Kawhi no more because he's downhill now. He's older. I think Vando is the best pound for pound defensive 6'9" wing out there. Who's better than him? I'm not talking about the best defender in the league. Clearly, there's other ones. Obviously, you got Drew Holiday, you got guys like that, but he's up there with them already. But who's better than Vando as a defensive wing right now? Jaden McDaniels is the closest, and he doesn't hold the candle though. Vando locks down superstars. Look at his track record since he came back. He's been locking them down, shutting them down completely. The only game we lost in this road trip, ironically, is the one where he missed. So I pray to God that Vando's not hurt because they were playing dirty tonight. But man, I mean, this is a lot of fun, man. I seen him, my guy. I seen my boy Vando hit a corner 3. If he can do that consistently and he adds that to his game, it's curtains. It's night. Oh, you see it? Yes, sir. I got the Kobe 10. You got to represent the GOAT, man. You got to. Jaden McDaniels is nice, but he's not Vando. Vando is a game changer. Listen, Luka, it must be nice. He once got locked up by Vando. Now he's on the same team. Luka's going to feast. I think eventually Vando starts instead of Rui with DFS, but I'm not mad with Rui starting for now because Vando's still on minute restrictions. But I love it. I love it, Angie. That's the combo I mentioned from the moment we traded for DFS. I wanted to see, and at the time I mentioned Max Christie as well, because obviously we are all big fans, and we're gonna miss that. But DFS at the 2 guard, right? Was that not a good idea? Shout out to JJ, man. Shout out to JJ. You know what? He's earning his stripes. 10 games over 500 as a rookie coach, and he's got all these guys maximizing their stats, man. He's got everybody. Max Christie would really flourished here under Austin Reeves. Under JJ Redick. Austin Reeves, guys, 20 points, 9 assists again tonight, right? Just killing it on the season, averaging 18.4 with 6 assists, right? Shooting 44% from the field, right? Who else? Who else is going to get maximized? DFS is going to get maximized. He had 7 points, but he was 3 for 7. He's going to get some wide open. Listen, DFS, I hope your wrists don't hurt by the time my boy by the time Luka comes through, because when Luka comes through, you're going to get some wide open buckets, and it's going to be awesome. Gabe is coming along too, Lizzie. I love his defense. I think the defensive side of the basketball is my favorite with Gabe Vincent. His defense has just been nice. You know, he was 4 for 10 from the field. He started to knock down shots, 12 points, 2 assists off the bench. But it's the way he's sticking to the defenders. Shake Milton gave us some beautiful minutes tonight, right? Shake Milton gave us some beautiful minutes tonight. I mean, come on, somebody. Can you say if we land a big man that's at least decent? I'll be honest with you. If we can clear a roster spot, go give me Mo Bamba and Aquaman, Steven Adams, and call it a day. You get a rim protecting man in Steven Adams who can rebound and block shots. He's not elite by any means, but I don't think we even need elite the way this team is built right now. And give me Steven Adams as a bruiser and as a tough guy in the paint, just in case we match up against the Jokic's of the world. But if we can blitz Jokic the way we did with DFS and Vandal, that all that wingspan and ability to read the passing lanes is really going to wreak havoc. And I think we could even take the Nuggets right now as is. Call me cocky and in the moment. But I'll tell you, I hope we make a trade, because we get that big man. I'm sorry. We looking better than the Mavs. We looking better than the Thunder based off of experience and star power. We looking better than the Grizzlies, better than the Rockets. I do believe the West is wide open. So Rob Pelinka, my sources tell me he's working the phones. I hope he gets something done. I really do. Ray Sandoval, thank you so much, brother. He said flip Kleber for Steven Adams. If we have to attach a second-round pick to that, I'm all for it. Because Kleber does have, I think, a multi-year deal. I haven't looked at it, but from what I heard, I think he has one. You know what I'm saying? It is special, man. It is special what we're building here. And I think I'm glad that Rob Pelinka said the right things in the press conference, because he didn't say we're building around Luka or LeBron. He said we're building around JJ. And that is definitely a leader that I believe Luka respects. He said he's been on his podcast twice. He's never been on podcasts. So he loves him. You got to respect and love that for him. And then you know LeBron always respected JJ. He got him the job. JJ is the coach we've been looking for, fam. I said it in the beginning of the season. He won me over during preseason when he came out here. Matter of fact, training camp. And when he benched D'Lo, he became one of my favorites, because even Darvin couldn't do that. The true facts over feelings was JJ Redick, and he was the equalizer we needed. But you know what, Ray? I'd definitely be down for flipping Kleber, although I think he can even become an asset if he ever returns, for sure. Right? Hey, we got another mega chat, a 20-piece. Appreciate you, man.
I want to give a special shout-out to all who have super chatted, especially you. With this super chat, I will now be able to reach level 25,000.
Appreciate you, TC. He said, hey, Dan, I've been following you since Lonzo Ball. Oh, you've been around, my brother. Thank you so much. He said, was drafted, and I want to say you're a real one, and us getting Luka is amazing. My guy, man. He said, shout out and prayers to all that was affected by fires recently. Also, rest in peace to GOAT Kobe Bryant. Man, I appreciate that, man. That's a lot of love right there, man. And you know what I'm saying? Thank you for remembering all of our victims in the fires. I think together as a community, we can rebuild for sure. But you're absolutely right. Luka, man. Luka the Don, a.k.a. L.A. Luka. All right, I gave him 2 nicknames already. L.A. Luka and Luka Bazooka. Whichever one you want to call him is fine with me. We ain't going to call him Luka Magic around these parts, because we only got one Magic, and that's Magic Johnson. But he definitely deserves an elite nickname because he's an elite player. So he's still work in progress. I need to see him play to get more inspired. But L.A. Luka for now. This guy is so special that I think Laker fans, a lot of Laker fans been texting me, a lot of my friends, a lot of some of my subscribers that have my number as well. And they've been, a little concerned because they loved AD. But what I told them is the piece we got here is a piece that I would have been, and I know it sounds ludicrous, but he's so special that I would have been willing to trade more for him, man. I'm talking Austin. I'm talking Dalton. If they said, we'll give you Luka for AD, 2 first-round picks, Austin, Dalton, and Max Christie, I still say yes, man. That's how special he is. We made off like bandits. The league is mad because they couldn't get involved. The league would have gave their right arm and left leg to acquire this cat. That's how special he is. When you guys see him, for those of you that only watch Laker basketball and don't watch the entire NBA like myself, you're gonna fall in love with him because he's gonna remind you of other great players that have played through here. He is a mix. He is a mix of different players, right? And he's got the clutch gene. I think that's something that we missed for a long time. LeBron has it too, but he shows it off more in spurts because he's a team player, and so is Luka. But Luka wants all the tough shots. And he's going to, we haven't had a tough shot maker since obviously LeBron, but before then, since Kobe. And Luka is also, he's like a hybrid of both of those players, minus the athleticism. But he's got the heart of a lion, right? He's got the passing IQ of a LeBron and a Magic. He's got the playmaking abilities of a Steve Nash. He's got the size of a bully, y'all. That's why I call him Luka Bazooka. He's got the clutch gene, cut from a similar cloth to Kobe. He's no Kobe, but he's cut from a similar cloth. And when you put those things together, you get a potential face of the NBA, not just the Lakers. So when you trade for that, that's why everybody's still jaw dropped, and that's gonna stick with us for a long time. I think this was a historic, monumental moment on Saturday, and it still hasn't fully hit me, guys. I've been under the weather, so my excitement should be way up here right now. But I'm really happy. It's been tough to sleep from excitement, especially the first night when it happened. And by the way, I still got you guys covered because the trade deadline is coming up this Thursday. And my source is telling me the Lakers are heavily involved in different trade scenarios. Now, unless everything falls apart at the 1-yard line, we should have a trade or two more to come. Hopefully it's a sizable one. It could just be something minor. But at this point, what do we really, really need? Do we need another star player or some really solid role players, 1 or 2? I'm thinking we get that solid role player and big man, like a Jacob Pirtle or a Nick Claxton or even a Day'Ron Sharp might really do us wonders. Obviously, we want the Miles Turners and we want the Walker Kesslers, but like Rob Pelinka said today, you can't just wave a magic wand and get the big man you want. He said, I look forward to the summer. That's probably where we'll get the long-term big man. But for now, we're probably going to, trade for a plug-in player, right? But again, if you guys weren't here for pregame, lots of rumors around the NBA right now. I do want to thank you so much, TC, for the super chat and everybody else, man. Lots of rumors around the NBA. We're going to get into that. Obviously, the biggest one right now is Kevin Durant might be on the move. Is what I'm hearing right now. He might be on the move. The Suns are serious about trading him since they couldn't trade Bradley Beal away because he didn't want to waive his no trade clause. And now the Suns realize they're kind of stuck. So they're trying to recoup some assets. And I'm hearing the Warriors are in the driver's seat to land him right now. So yeah, Kevin Durant could reunite with Curry. How good that'll be, I don't know. It depends on what they give up. But that is going to be another shocker. And I'm attached to my phone. If it happens, I go live. I don't care if it's midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Unless I'm sleeping, I'm live here with you guys. I really haven't gone out all week because I kind of figured the Lakers were going to make a big trade, but I never imagined Luka. So I've been strapped to the house, man. So y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Outside of just going to the grocery market, paying bills, and doing the local stuff, I've been here for you guys, and I'll continue to be here. So make sure you guys subscribe if you already haven't. But it's been a lot of fun. I mean, this is the greatest trade deadline of all time. Regardless, let's just say we get no more moves. We got 2 major blockbusters. The Spurs landing De'Aaron Fox with, Zach LaVine and all the other moving parts going elsewhere. And, of course, the greatest trade in what they're calling in history. Time will tell. But they might be onto something because that Luka trade, man, that's the greatest trade deadline trade ever for any sport. So whatever happens from here on out is just a cherry on top. This trade deadline has already paid dividends, and especially for us Laker fans, we're blessed, right? Well, what do you guys – thank you so much, Kimiko. Appreciate you. What do you guys think of Kevin Durant? Does he still have juice left in the tank? Can he actually elevate The Warriors, like, what do we think? I want to talk basketball with y'all. I'm so hyped, man. Our Lakers took care of business. I'm on cloud nine. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk hoops, NBA hoops. What do you guys think? And also, who would you guys target as fans for the Lakers, right? Hey, I appreciate you, man. Welcome to Laker Nation, brother. But remember, nobody above the franchise, man, but I love it. Welcome, man. We love Luka already, and he just landed. Let's see. That was fun. Lakers playing hard. We've been doing it for over a week, even before the Luka trade. So I think after getting Vando and trading for Dorian Finney-Smith and getting Vando, we're starting to figure out our identity. I said this before. We're a scrappy team that's going to scramble you, turn you over, get out in transition, and we're going to thrive with our star power now with both Luka and LeBron. I'm so curious to see what Saturday looks like. Can you guys imagine? Oh, my God. I can't even begin to – I have played this scenario in my head over 1,000 times and just wondering how – I could already see Luka – getting a steal, getting out in transition, lobbing the ball to LeBron James, who's on trailer, maybe even off the backboard. We might get an old school Jason Kidd to Vince Carter type dunk, man. I can envision it already. And it's going to be something I think mainstream media is going to be all over. We're going to be all over. I mean, let's see, Dan, you forgot we also got the Morris twin back, another defensive wing who can stretch the floor occasionally. Honestly, he's been in the league for so long, I don't even know if he's got a lot of juice left in him. But you're right about one thing. He's great for the locker room, similar to like Jared Dudley when we acquired him. So I don't even know if he'll play under – remember, JJ has his strict rotations, and you got to be able to lock in to make that rotation. But who knows? Maybe you're right. Maybe we'll get some spotty minutes from Markieff. He's solid, man. He was solid for us last time. I haven't seen how he plays now, but maybe he's still got a little bit left. We'll see. Is it KD pretty washed, in my opinion? And the Lakers should go after Steven Adams, Aquaman, and Day'Ron Sharpe. Yeah, you know what? Like I mentioned earlier, Steven Adams would be a perfect fit as a backup bruiser type, especially for those bigger matchups. And then, the starting center position, we can alternate. We can get a young guy like Claxton or Day'Ron or maybe even Jackson Hayes can man it for a little bit, but I'd rather get some insurance, for real. One guy I do like is the guy I nicknamed Debo, right? That is that Jamison two-way contract player we have. Big body. He had a nasty poster tonight. Plays with a lot of energy, and he's actually a bully. This is why I gave him the nickname Debo. If we could somehow give him a regular contract, maybe he can get some good minutes, and we can throw him out there. I know it's premature and he's too young, but maybe he can give us some really good minutes against some of these big men. Just batter them around a little bit, and we'll have Vando digging down from the perimeter on out and just switching everything. I mean, it could be a lot of fun. He said, I think KD can elevate the Warriors, but when they come to LA, they can chupa mona. I like that. Yeah, you know what? KD's still a good player. I don't know how healthy or, again, same thing, how much juice he has left in the tank. But KD and Curry, offensively, great. But defensively, what are they going to do, right? They're a lot worse than us. We actually have elite wing defenders, so we can get away with some of these cross matchups, right? Absolutely. Daniel, he said, so freaking excited. Dan, 10 games over 500, and the defense scrambling makes me want to cry tears of joy. And Luka's on the way on top of that. Maybe another trade as well. Well, what do you guys think of Austin Reeves? Because you know what? He really has become an all-star caliber player, and he's getting closer to that goal. Maybe by next year, he'll be an all-star. I do not want to flip him just for a regular-ass role player big man, right? If we're flipping him, it has to be an elite big man. But like I already mentioned, Sabonis, I don't think those guys are on the market. So I'd rather hold on to him and make another minor move, maybe use our first-round pick, maybe some fillers. I also want to keep Rui. I want to get greedy. Rui, if he can learn some of the defensive habits from Vando and DFS, which he's looked a lot better than those two guys been playing. If we can do that, I like him off the bench a lot. But it's a blast, man. He said, Dan, it was fun watching Lakers basketball with you guys on playback. It's me, Dallas TX. Appreciate that, man. He said, we'll always love Luka from playback. I'll always be a Laker fan after Luka retires. Let's win multiple chips. There you go. That's what I love, man. I'm the ultimate player fan recruiter. This is a family. When you guys come here, man, you're going to really fall in love with the fan base, the city, the winning culture, the front office, everything, because we're all about it, man. We're all about it, brother. But, hey, welcome, man. And, again, franchise first and everything else comes second. Reeves is better than Hero. Yeah. You know what? As an overall player, I like his playmaking way better. I think Hero's still a little bit of a better scorer, but Reeves controls the tempo better, play makes better. So overall, as a player, I agree. Now, he's a bucket, man. He be crossing people over. He got the sauce. Why I gave him the nickname Sauceton, right? He's got the sauce, man. He's invited to all the cookouts and carne asadas and everything because he's that guy, man. He that crossover, I've loved him from the moment we got him undrafted. I knew he was him when we saw him in Summer League. I told you guys he's got Manu Ginobili type game to him. I saw that day one. He hit a game winner in Summer League, and I was sold. I said, this kid got cojones on him. He's gonna be a ball player for years. Now he's our starting point guard. For now, at least. And you know what? The more he continues to play like this against elite defenders, like the ones he went up against tonight, like Kawhi was guarding him a little bit. He was doing turnaround jump shots on him. Norman Powell's a very good defender, was guarding him. He was cooking him too. He has learned the art of changing pace. Like, you don't have to be the most athletic or quickest. Luka will tell you that himself. But it's all about changing pace and changing tempo, knowing how to stop on a dime and pull up. And Austin Reeves, I call him Baby Luka. That's the new nickname from here on out. We got Luka, then we got Baby Luka, okay? Because this guy does a lot of the similarities. The way he controls the tempo, gets to his pace and spaces, and finishes over defenses and just, again, change of pace. It works wonders. He's got a nice handle that he worked on this summer. That was one of my biggest criticisms from him last year. Too many turnovers. But now with this handle, he's splitting double teams, playmaking for his teammates, and scoring at the basket. And he has a lot of Steve Nash-esque game to him as well. Luka-like, without the weight. Of course, Luka's more of a bully because that weight helps him. That's why I don't really want him losing too much weight. But Austin is more of a finesse, more like Steve Nash. That's why I call him Baby Luka, though. But again, it's fun. We got to hold on to the key pieces that are going to be key to, competing for multiple titles. And again, I think Austin is that, man. After I continue to watch him, he shows up to big games. He already hit a game winner versus Golden State. You know what I'm saying? He played exceptionally well versus the Knicks, versus the Celtics. He always kills the Celtics. He's a Celtic killer. And now he's, doing it against the Clippers when we need him the most with no AD, right? So, yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, that Kobe, bro. You got to represent that Kobe forever, man. Appreciate you, King Jess. Thank you, bro. Let's see, my guy said Reeves, hero all day. Yeah, as an overall player, you would think I'm probably crazy because Hero already made an all-star game. But I think Hero's just more of a better one-on-one ISO scorer, maybe even a better shooter. But Reeves is right there. He's like knocking on the gates, right, as far as getting in and surpassing him scoring-wise. But playmaker, ball handling, and change of pace, I take Reeves all day, for sure. For sure. All right, let's see. Can we buy a future second with cash considerations right now to use in trades? Not right now. That's a good question, by the way. But usually those picks that you can buy are during the draft. You don't be hearing a lot of, selling and picks during the regular season. So I'm not sure if the CBA even allows it, but that is most likely to happen, during the draft for sure. AR Doncic. I like it. He said, Dan, can we beat the Nuggets in a 7-game series now? I don't know the answer to that. I'm not going to sit here and pretend because, again, we know that Joker likes to bully and abuse in the paint. Now, if we can get scrappy and turn them over and kind of discombobulate them, then we have a great golden opportunity. That's kind of what Minnesota did to him with all those defensive wings. But also they had Naz Reid, who was huge, right? Who's going to be our Naz Reid? This is why I want Aquaman. This is why I want Day'Ron Sharpe or Nick Claxton or somebody along that cloth, just in case we match up versus him. But outside of that matchup, how many dominant centers do we have in the West? AD, Jokic, and then who, right? So if we don't match up versus any of those, let's just say they get eliminated prematurely by other teams, we don't even have an issue. I think we can get to the finals with this team. But again, we want to get insurance policy for those particular matchups because, again, even though we look phenomenal versus Zubats, there's levels to this. Jokic and Zubats are completely on a different stratosphere, right? And same thing with Cat. We dominated Cat, but that's a one-off. Usually in a 7-game series, if we were facing the Knicks in the finals, they would make an adjustment and try to dominate us in the paint because that's where they have the advantage. They, they weren't ready for the blitz. They weren't ready for the quick double teams and the length and the versatility. So the Lakers caught them by surprise and we whooped that ass. But again, if you want to be a serious playoff contender and be able to have a solution for every problem, you need those big men. That's why we were successful in the 2020 championship run. We didn't use Dwight and JaVale in every series, but in the ones we did, like the Denver Nuggets series, they were crucial, right? So again, the only teams that I think are a question mark are those that have a dominant big man versus us. But as you can see, an average big man like what's his name? The one from the Clippers tonight. The dirty player that tried to hurt our players. What's his name? Zubats. I lost all respect for him tonight, trying to stiff arm our guy Vando. Players like that can be controlled with good coaching, like the one that JJ is doing. But again, there's levels to it. Nasty, filthy. I like it. Let's see. Our defense has stepped up with Vando and DFS spearheading it. We shut down Harden, who was 0 for 5 from 3. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. And it's infectious. Not only them, but Shake Milton came in and gave us some phenomenal minutes. All of a sudden, Dalton is contesting shit. All of a sudden, Rui is in there doing what he's got to do. You know what I mean? Like, come on, fam. Like, basketball is an infectious sport. And when you have dynamic defensive wings who are, I think after trading AD, hands down, Vando is the anchor for this team defensively. He is like a Rodman. I said it a couple of videos ago. You're right, Darren. He's like a poor man's Rodman. Obviously, Rodman's in the Hall of Fame, so he's got a long way to go. But like a poor man's Rodman. And jack of all trades, masters of none. Not really a bucket getter, but he can hit a 3 here and there. He can hit a layup here and there, right? And most importantly, he's going to lock up the opposition's best perimeter and sometimes even paint players. So that is a major asset to have. And I'm glad we didn't trade Vando because we had those conversations earlier in the year. We're like, if he's not healthy, I mean, he's not going to be healthy, then what's the point, right? But I love Vando, man. It's the reason I came up with the Vandalorian. And all these great players have great nicknames because they play great. Let's see. Warriors be like calling everyone for their stars. Players might as well call Cousins, Iguodala, Sean Livingston to return. Panic mode after the Doncic trade. You know what, D Prince? What did we say on this channel? What did I say here about the Warriors? Even when they were the number 1 seed in the West, I wasn't worried, man. Because that roster never impressed me coming into the year. There was a couple of guests that came in here and they try to make a case for the Warriors, and Curry, you can never count them out. But I really, they've been on a downward spiral since the donkey punch, right? Ever since then. And it'll continue to happen because Curry's not going to age like LeBron. LeBron is a different type of beast. I thought LeBron was hurt tonight when they fell on him in transition when he was recovering the ball that he almost turned over. I thought they injured him, but LeBron is so durable that even when he's in pain, he just shrugs it off, goes and hits his free throws, and call it a night. Wine heals everything for LeBron, right? He's wine-tastic. Let's see. Lizzie says, we can win a championship this year, Dan. We just need to get that center. I agree, Lizzie. If we get the right center or centers, since we lost AD, we might have to replenish 2, unless they really believe in Jackson, which I don't. But you never know. Luka might have this man running up and down on both ends because he wants to get rewarded. So defense could be leading to offense with Jackson Hayes. But I still think we need a girthier big man. Actually, I like Debo. Hopefully we keep him around, but he's on a 2-way contract, so I'm not going to hold my breath for that. We don't have no roster spots, right? Chino says, any trade updates, Dan? Yes. Lakers still working the phones, trying to get that big man. A lot of names have been mentioned. Recently, Jakob Poeltl. So maybe the Lakers will get involved in a multi-team deal to try to get a big. Day'Ron Sharpe, Nick Claxton. They're all names the Lakers are involved with. I wouldn't be shocked if we get back into Vucevic conversations, even though it says we stepped away from there. So yeah, there's still a couple of things here that we're trying to sort out. But again, my sources tells me that the Lakers are active. In spite of this, monumental trade and these awesome wins, I think the Lakers want to show Luka that we can compete now and for the future. And what a good first impression. If you're Luka Doncic, you just got traded for the Mavericks. They lost tonight. Again, AD didn't play, but neither did Luka. And you come in here and, we end the road trip on a 5-1. And we just show him how we play in team ball. I saw him standing up and clapping excited when he seen Reeves lobbing up to Jackson Hayes. And Reeves is only going to get better. Baby Luka Reeves is only going to get better he already learned from LeBron, learning from some of the best passers. Now Luka, you get to play with Luka. It's going to elevate everybody. I think Rui stats are going to spike up. DFS for sure. Heck, even Vando might get an extra layup or 2 per game playing with Luka and LeBron. So the sky's the limit for this team. But of course, we need to make that trade for that big if we really, really want to be serious, which, again, Rob is saying he's pulling out all the stops to do, right? Lizzie, I try to tell y'all about that D-Lo, man. I had a lot of pushback on that D-Lo trade, and I kept telling people, like, bruh, D-Lo got to go. The team culture, since we traded D-Lo, we are now, what is this, 9 out of 10 or 9 out of 11, our last 11 games or something like that. I got to double check, but 9 out of our last 11 games, I believe, right? So, and by the way, 5-1 on the road. That is our best road trip we've had all year, and at the right time. That's why we never count the Lakers out, because if they gel at the right time, watch out. We're currently, right now, as we speak, the 5th seed in the West, and we are only a half game back, or actually, yeah, like a half game back, or should I say a whole game back from the Nuggets, who, by the way, let's see, who do they play next? The Nuggets play the Pelicans next. You never know. Then they play the Magic after that, and the Suns. So we have a chance to catch up there. And by the way, our schedule is going to get a lot easier now. We went through the hard part, the road trip. We got the Warriors, who we dominated twice already this season. Now they got to come to our house. By the way, we dominated them twice on the road. We got the Pacers, who we've beat already, I think. And then we got the Jazz twice. We should dominate them, followed by the Hornets, who we already beat as well. And then we got or did the Hornets beat us? I don't remember. And then we got the Portland Trail Blazers before we face the Nuggets on February 22nd. Now, the Nuggets and the Mavericks are both going to be primetime games, okay? Obviously, the Nuggets, because it's, them who have dominated us, but now we got Luka, who's a Nugget killer, and then the Mavericks, because it's the return of, or should I say, the revenge game for Luka. When I predict he's going to drop a 50-piece. If the Lakers are smart, they'll feed him, and they'll let him go, right? Denver Nuggets, baby. What's up, brother? Haven't seen you in a minute, man. How you been? This is one of the very few classy Denver Nugget fans out there, so I respect him. He said, I just want to say, I can't believe Luka got traded to the Lakers. That's awesome for the Lakers. He said, congrats to the Lakers. Much love and respect. Can't wait to see you guys in the playoffs. Will be epic. Hey, man, salute to you, brother. Thank you for always being classy, Denver Nuggets, baby. Good to see you again, man. Yeah, I can't believe listen, you're just as shocked as we are, brother. But the beautiful thing is that I'm starting to see the vision, which I saw when we traded it. But when we traded for Luka, I saw the vision that night. I was excited. I was mixed of feelings, because obviously we lost a great player in AD, and we're thankful. And another great player in Max. I already been on Mav's Twitter, and I told him, hey, you guys got a great young player in Max Christie. And tonight he went out there, man, 15 points on 4 for 4 from beyond the arc, and 9 rebounds. And really, they should have hit him for the game winner. I think he would have hit it, but it worked in our favor, right? Kimiko, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oscar says, it seems like we're playing a lot faster without AD. He would slow us down by a lot by not getting back in transition. Exactly, Oscar. It's not a knock on AD, but his play style is a lot more in the half-court set, while having LeBron out here running fast breaks alongside Luka with young, speedy guards and shifty guys like Austin and big athletic big men like Jackson Hayes and Rui, who's very young. All those guys are going to thrive in this offense, right? So it's a lot different for sure, Oscar, but you're right. You're on point there, bro. Julian, hey, man, welcome to the family. I presume you were an ex-Nugget, or should I say Maverick fan? Welcome again. You guys know, man. You guys know it's Lakers first, man, and everybody's welcome as long as there's respect. I appreciate your subscription, man. Thank you so much. LA Mama says, yo, I like a Nugget killer. Luka's just a killer. He kills everybody, man. Look, in spite of losing to the Boston Celtics, the man averaged 29 points in the finals. Very few players have done that. Jordan is one of the few in the list, right? The triple-double near numbers he puts up, only LeBron and Luka have put those up historically, right? So, again, I have no idea why they traded him, but I'm not here to ask questions. I'm only here to accept and to receive the blessing that the Lord from above gave us, man, and that Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss were smart enough to, even though it was a hard trade for them, I'm sure, we all grow attached to our players as fans. But again, nobody's bigger than the team. And if you have a chance, golden opportunity to improve your roster and in a generational way, I would have been mad if I caught wind of this, that we didn't make the trade and somebody else stepped in, like the Clippers or somebody. I would have been irate. Let's see. Dan, I just bought tickets against the Mavs on the 27th, Luka's revenge game. Oh, man, if I had my ends right, I would have been there, bro. I promise you. But I've done so much spending, and I got the taxes coming up, man. But I would, man, you know what? That's a dream game for you guys to go, and I hope you guys are able to get a heck of a show and a performance. My apologies. If I look down at the phone, it's because I'm getting updates here. Just want to make sure we don't miss any breaking news rumors. But again, hit that post noti bell, because when AD got traded, we had just gotten off of the post game. And then I had to jump right back on, right? Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said, nah, never liked the Mavs. Only Lake Show since the 2000s. Oh, okay. Okay. Nice. We got a fellow brother here. Longtime Laker fan. That's respect, brother. Absolutely. The only reason I ask is I've been getting an influx of, a lot of Luka fans, and I always tell them, man, everybody's welcome. I'm no gatekeeper. I love all the Laker fans. Just make sure you guys, enjoy and respect the Lakers brand. That's all. That's all we ask. Big Ticket AFC says played good defense on one leg in the finals. I like that. You're feeling real froggy, man. You want to leap, don't you? Look, it's premature. This is one great game. We've had a phenomenal week. Think about how it started, man. We started off whooping the Wizards, whooping the Knicks. LeBron gets Western Conference Player of the Week, but not before the Luka trade. And now this. So we right now, Laker fans, we up here, man. It's easy for us to say what my boy Big Ticket AFC said, but I'm gonna hold my horses till after the trade deadline. But I do like our chances in any playoff series. I'll say that. If Luka and LeBron put it together quickly, we can definitely make a splash, some serious noise. If it takes a year to gel, kind of like Luka and Kyrie did, then it might, take a year, but it's still worth the trade, right? At the end of the day, it's still worth it. But I do believe we have something brewing here. We get that big man, and all bets are off, man. I agree with you there. Hey, Mr. Holden, my brother, appreciate it, man. He said, AR is coming, Dan. Could this be the best big three in Bron's career in the making? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know if it'll be the best big three because he was on the Heatles, right? And it was the end of prime D Wade and still prime Chris Bosh. And then they had all those other Hall of Famers like Gary Payton, Jason Williams, and Walker and Ray Allen. So again, I don't know if this is the best big three, but this is the youngest big three he's ever been a part of. And this is, I think, the first big three where he can take nights off. We've seen Austin take over sometimes. We know Luka's going to take over all the times. And, there's two Batmans on this team for the first time. It's LeBron and it is Luka. And sometimes even AR. He's like, AR is like Alfred, man. He's going to come in here and sometimes he's going to have to kick ass. Sometimes he might turn into Robin. But sometimes he'd be looking like Batman too, man. We've seen what he did versus the Golden State Warriors, including that 30-point triple-double buzzer-beating win. He's legit. Like, Austin has shown up, and we predicted on this channel that he was going to do that for years. But it is nice when one of your own that you basically developed from the beginning, even though he was undrafted, finally starting to become what we always knew, right? How many nights did I have to defend Austin Reeves from the Vultures that kept saying, trade Austin Reeves? Why do you guys like him? This is why. He's a killer, man. He's baby Luka. Hey, Julian, you came to the right place, man. You guys make this channel what it is. You guys are the best fans in the world. I'm just a vessel, man, pumping blood to you guys who is the heart. So again, Julian, thank you, bro, for becoming a member of this family. And if you guys want to get even more involved, we do have memberships. Also, make sure to follow over on Playback TV. You get absolutely free VIP passes to watch all kinds of games. As long as I'm watching, there's up to 20 passes per game that I can give out, man. So you guys can watch League Pass with me. No blockout restrictions either. So just make sure you're there early when I pop up. But it's a lot of, I try to do a lot for my community, and you guys do a lot for me. So it's a beautiful relationship. And welcome to the family, my brother. Patrick said, Dan, we can't get it twisted and forget that Luka is unstoppable on offense. The future is bright. Which is why I was so hyped on that night. Some people said I was tripping because we're not going to have no defense, but they forgot we have Vando and DFS, and they forgot that we still have options to trade, right? The key here is that we have a lot of room for growth, and we're going to continue to get better. And we got two superstars, not all stars, superstars, okay? And usually when you have two superstars, you win championships, even if one is towards the tail end of his career and the other one's just getting started, right? Or in the middle of his career. But anytime you have superstars, amazing things happen, man. And we got two of the smartest players to ever play the game. And LeBron James, by the way, quick update. LeBron James, when asked about the Lakers making the Luka trade and an eye on the future, replied, what's wrong with that? He said, if I had any concerns, I would have waived my no trade clause and got up out of here. You see that? Y'all see that? This is why I love LeBron. This is why we respect LeBron. LeBron knows that we did a lot for LeBron. So all the player fans that are threatened by Luka's legacy coming here, relax. Lakers are family. LeBron James knows from the moment he got here, we catered to him, man. I don't want to hear this. We didn't do enough for LeBron. Traded AD. He wanted AD. We traded for him. We mortgaged a lot of the future, which I'm okay with. I was okay then and I'm okay now. Obviously, we brought Russell Westbrook. We hired a bunch of new coaches till the one landed, the one he wanted, which was JJ. We drafted his son, and we're probably going to draft Bryce too. Okay, so eat your heart out, haters. LeBron knows, man, this is the best franchise you can go on. Only the player stands, not the fans. If the player fans have been respectful, but the stands, the ludicrous ones, the ridiculous ones that think they're bigger than the brand, which is why I always say nobody's bigger than the brand. Not Kobe, not LeBron, not Luka. Lakers over everything. But I'll say this. Even LeBron knows what a great relationship and how loyal we have been to him. And he appreciates it, all right? He literally just rebutted anybody trying to create a fake narrative. He said, if I had a problem with it, I would have waived my no-trade clause and dipped. He loves the Lakers, and we love him for it. He's a champion here. He's going to have a statue here someday. His jersey's going to hang for the Raptors, and I hope he wins another championship because then he'll be solidified as a top 3 greatest Laker of all time. But he needs to win at least one more championship. Right now, I think LeBron is a top 5. And the reason I say that is because he came here when everybody was too scared to play in Kobe's shadow, and he led us back to the top where we belong. And he continues to help us out. And I think he'll be a great mentor for Luka. And, moving forward, he's going to be special. So, yeah, Patrick, the present is bright, the future is bright, and the Lakers are always the shiniest light in the sky. And everybody looks up to us because we're up there shining bright like a diamond, man. And this is why I tell you guys, when you guys get worried about, oh, no, I don't want to trade this draft pick or that, Lakers got us. They always land a star, whether it's free agency, trade, or even draft, okay? So it's beautiful, man. Thanks for Super Chat, bro. I hope so, LA Mamba. We still got some work to do, though. I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. This is a phenomenal win, but it is the Clippers. They're not serious. Let's be honest. They're not serious contenders. Even though this is the best win as far as a blowout goes, and right after a trade and not losing the momentum, this is the best win of the year. And I feel like we keep upping that because the best win of the year was versus Boston. Before that, it was Golden State. After that, it was the Knicks, and now this one after the trade. But I'll say this. This team's not a real contender, so we got to keep beating teams and building up, and hopefully we make that trade. Zerk says, I saw some Dallas channel that they preferred the offense than defense. That's why they are mad. It is an offensive-oriented league. I'll give them that. They're not mad because of that. They're mad because Luka was more than just an elite basketball franchise player and the potential face of the NBA. Can we agree that if Luka would have won the NBA Finals and him and Kyrie would have eliminated the Celtics, we would have deemed Luka Doncic right now the face of the NBA? Can we agree with that? Because I was headed in that direction even before there was wind of him getting traded here. I was headed that way. At first, I was like, there's no real face of the NBA right now because LeBron is still amazing, but he's no longer dominating like he used to. He's still amazing, especially for his age. But right now, there's no faces up for grabs. And I still believe that Luka getting in shape at some point, even if it's just for 1 year or 2, he will be the top player in the NBA, right? And I think if he would have won the finals, we don't even have him on our team right now. So him losing, ironically, to our foe was a blessing in disguise, even though I hate the fact that they got 18 and we got 17, right? But special talent, man. Came to a special place. Dan, my favorite NBA player is LeBron James, and later on it will be Luka. Man, Lakers are blessed. We've had everybody come through here, bro. And again, the haters try to down us when Kobe retired. They say, you guys are never going to be relevant. We got LeBron. They try to down us when LeBron missed the playoffs that 1 year. Oh, LeBron's old. We got AD. They try to down us, after 4 years removed from winning the championship after 2020 and say, oh, you guys are done after this. LeBron retires and you're going to be relevant. We got Luka. That's why they're mad. Because the haterade they drink is dried out, man. They can't drink no more. They're tired of lying to themselves. They couldn't lie to us. They try to lie to themselves, man. Lakers will always be relevant no matter what. Look, we were selling out Summer League games when Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, and them boys wasn't even making the playoffs. If that don't tell you everything, what other team is selling out Summer League games? Not even the Celtics. Not even the Knicks, even though they got the second best fan base in the world after us. Not even the Knicks. Who else is selling out? For Alonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram and Kuz, we were selling out Summer League games, chat. Everywhere we go, they chant, we want Bronny. You know what I mean? It's good for the NBA. And I think the haters just got to get with the program, man. If you can't beat them, join them type of vibes, right? Yes, Dan, if the Mavs would have won, Luka would be the face of the NBA. Thank you. So that makes my point right there. People are mad we made this trade, but we literally traded for a potential face of the NBA. And for sure, at the very least, a top 3 player. I think he's top 2 right now. And if he wins the championship this year, I'll put him over Joker too. That's right. Joker for me shouldn't be holding that title, but I can't take him off of it because he was dominating my Lakers. So, you know, we got to kind of give him his respect. But outside of that, look, guys, I say all that to say this. The Lakers are here. We never went away. Well, Showtime is officially back. And it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Hopefully you guys have a blast. Trade deadline is here. I got you guys covered from end to end. If I'm awake and it breaks, I will be live. I don't care what hour it is, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3. Okay. And I will also add this. I'm still expecting. My source tells me Lakers are overtime working right now. Still expecting that championship piece to be added and to demonstrate to Luka why he should sign an extension, which he'll find out real soon. And so that's going to wrap it up for me, though, guys. If you guys already have not, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell so you guys are the first to know about the trade, right? Your boy be reporting quicker than ESPN at this point. No cap. So, again, make sure you guys stay tuned. This video was definitely brought to you guys by my sponsorship, Prize Picks. You guys know the promo code, guys. Stay locked in, stay tapped in. Go Lakers, baby. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.